Congratulations, you finally made it to 4 p.m. You know what that means. Happy hour. It's time to kick back, relax, and dive into the world of sports with the Young and Norvelle Show. Whether you're catching up on the latest scores, analyzing the big plays, or gearing up for tonight's games, we've got you covered. So grab a cold one, settle in, and let's talk sports. Here they are, Patrick Young and Terry Norvelle.
Is knowing him, he will be right here to me momentarily. Hi, everybody. Welcome to a midweek, a Wednesday edition of the Young and Norvelle Show, presented by our Wednesday sponsor, Twin Peaks. Man, oh man, oh man, what a great addition to our restaurant community. Twin Peaks, coming up on a year now. If you haven't been there, what are you waiting on? At the intersection of Kernan and Atlantic Boulevard, that's where you'll find Twin Peaks. I guarantee you, they got a happy hour rocking and rolling. They have double happy hours Monday through Friday. I'll talk about that and all the great food and stuff, including 29-degree cold draft beer. It is a Wednesday. It is a Twin Peaks Wednesday around here. A lot to get to here on the program as we're rocking and rolling through our first week here on our new hours. Happy hour 4 to 6 show. Glad to be part of the Action Sports Jacks family. Actually, one of our other shows, our actual anchor on this network, Brent and Austin, a little envious of the boys today. Checked them out midday, and they were set up at Furniture Source in the Avenues Mall, and they were doing their show from massage chairs. Very envious of those fellas, Brent and Austin. You can watch those guys every weekday from 10 until 1 right here on Action Sports Jacks. Some basketball to talk. Boy, you better know the 17-year-old kid that is going to Duke, but he's making a little pit stop right now helping USA, Cooper Flagg. If you haven't seen or heard of this guy, you better get to know that name. He is a big-time player, a lot to talk about. We don't do a lot of politics here on the show, but my man Donald Trump has kicked it up a notch. You know the debate from the other week, and it wasn't the best debate for Biden. At one point, the debate kind of went sports. It kind of went sports as somehow those two knuckleheads got talking golf, and the male testosterone reared its head for Biden and Trump, and somehow they started talking about who's the better golfer. Trump, of course, said he was, and Biden chimed in having a Trump was like, this guy can't even hit the ball 50 yards. So that kind of festered up, and Trump last night, Trump at a big rally down in Doral, Florida, downstate, which is where one of the more famous golf courses in the state and around the country, the Blue Monster, is. Trump goes on during his rally, and he jumps back on the argument, the golfing argument, and he challenges Biden to a golf match. He wants it televised, and he's so serious, he says, Trump does, that he'll put up $1 million if he loses to any charity of Biden's choice. Could you imagine that if that ever happened? If a Biden-Trump golf match, televised, mic'd up, ever happened, that would be the biggest television event, I think, in the history. We may just shut TV down if that was to happen. I think that would be bigger than a combined Super Bowl, moon landing, Live Aid, final episode of MASH. You could put all that together, and if somebody could pull off Biden, Trump, 18 holes, televised and mic'd up, are you kidding me? Oh, we got people chiming in on our text line here. Feel free, how are you consuming the show right now? And when we're live, feel free to drop us a chat here, text, and we'll get to them. Trump versus Biden golf match, 3 fires under it. Oh, it would be something.
Would that be a pay-per-view event?
And let me answer that. That's one of our producers, Zach. And Zach, can you fire yourself up there? I don't know if you know how to hit that button, but I'd like to get the rights to that, Zach. Can you imagine how many people would pay per view to watch that? Oh,
Yeah, I would imagine that quite a few people would.
Oh.
I think that if Dana White to get his hands on the, he'd find a way to make that happen.
and he's the guy to do it, right? I'm not really into his MMA stuff, but my man knows how to put on events, and he knows how to market. Hey, I've worked. I do some work at the arena for different events when I've got time. I'll go down and work in the operations department. I've worked two, I think, of the the big one. Dana White's the big one, right? He's the big.
He is
MMA.
he's the head of the UFC.
And yeah, that's the big highest level. That's the international one. Let me tell you, I've worked a lot of big concerts down there at the arena. All the big concerts. I've either attended or worked in the last several years. And let me tell you something. That production they put on, the biggest thing that rolls through here. Zach, it is incredible. I mean, this guy, around here, Patrick's here. Come on. We got Patrick right here, this whole area. Keep going.
Keep going. I'm going.
Keep going.
Right next to you?
Right there.
Oh, gotcha.
That's our camera for your pretty little face. As Patrick got caught in the, but let me answer Zach. It would be huge if it was pay-per-view, wouldn't it?
3 out of 3.
And I think, how you doing, man?
I'm good, man. I got you a little something so you wouldn't yell at me. Oh, somebody's calling me now?
Patrick got in trouble. You're not in man. You can't control the weather and the traffic.
It's been like 3 for 3.
Hold on, man. You're going to make fun of me. I got to raise this chair. Oh, I got to raise this chair. Oh, look at that. Can we show that? He brings gifts. What is that? A gator little binder here?
Yeah.
Little, and there's a note. Dear Terry, you are the backbone of our show. No. You go above and beyond. I want you to know, greatly appreciated. You bring the humor, the good looks, and just the charisma to our show. I know it takes a lot of work and takes a lot out of you. Keep up the good work. Patrick, yeah. Thank you, man.
That doesn't even sound like me.
You should have warned me, man. I'm all over the clip now.
That doesn't even sound like at all.
How you doing, man?
I'm pretty good.
Getting settled? Bad weather again?
Oh, yeah. And I'm glad this time, Benita Young, she had the foresight to say, hey, you should probably take the seat back off the car, off your wheelchair, because really the seat cushion and the back, this part parts you worry about getting wet. So yeah, happily took. As soon as I crossed the Danes Point, it was finally normal though.
I think there's a show called Mother Knows Best, Father Knows Best, somebody knows best.
Yeah,
we'll give it to Mom.
Usually Mom.
I know it's bright. You probably shouldn't wear white on TV that much, but you see the hat I'm rocking? My PY hat.
Looking pretty good.
My PY.
They gave me they gave me so many extra smalls and youth. We should have got, because that's the medium large, right?
ML. Yeah. ML. Yeah. It's nice.
That's the average size head.
It's real nice though. I like, and this time of year, summer, wear white. Well, I got. Let me show off here. Look at that.
The outfit.
Look at there. And bam, you got to balance it. See there? Boom, bam, boom. Right? Bam, boom, bam.
Were you pretty proud when you walked out of the house?
But
I'm proud.
I was proud, and I can't lie. I got some.
I matched everybody.
I got some. I've got some looks today. I can't lie. Now I am missing one thing, and this has to do with being fat. To rock this full outfit, white. I should have white belt. No belt because I got a white belt. It's a skinny guy. It's a skinny white belt. Terry ain't skinny no more.
Like how long ago?
I haven't got to wear this one in 6 or 7 years. And you know how you keep a hold of stuff like that?
Yeah.
You got your fat jeans. Oh, I'm gonna get in those. I'm gonna get in those. I'm too fat right now.
I can't relate to that one.
No.
Sorry.
No.
I can relate to when I lost all the weight in the hospital last year.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna have to go down to a large instead of an extra large.
Yes.
The guns.
Yeah. Can they see the guns?
Oh, how can they not? It's taking them half the same.
They keep getting me in it. Quit moving so much. Oh, Patrick,
that's cool though, isn't it?
That is beautiful. Were they giving those out yesterday?
Yeah.
So you spoke at a marketing event at the University of Florida for the athletic department, kind of, right?
For pretty much the whole university. It was
nice.
A summit sponsor. It was like a summit for the sponsors, and the first part was talking about marketing and content, and then the next part went on to NIL stuff. And Leanne Wong was there, which was pretty.
That yesterday, the Olympian now. She will go. She's probably getting on a plane here in.
I can't lie to you though, Terry.
10 days. How cute was she?
She's very
little
cute.
tiny.
She's a very pretty girl. Very cute, pretty tiny. We're about the same. We're like eye level. Me sitting down in the chair.
Yeah.
I just can only imagine standing next to her how small she is. But I got to be real, Terry. I think I told you it was the snooze fest.
Yeah, you said.
Oh my
God! But they may be listening. You got to be quiet because the people in Gainesville yesterday that heard this thing.
Listen, man, I wasn't the only one.
Wait a minute, your co-presenters. Maybe
Sean was great. Sean Kelly is great. He's never.
We got people saying hi. Alex from Ocala. Somebody's watching us from Ocala. Hey, Alex, good to see you.
It was like after about, let's see, because I got there around 1. Check-in was at 2:30. Started at 2:35, and first segment was like an hour and a half, hour 15, hour and a half, and I was up there just like, I can't be the only one. So, and at least I'm comfortable in my wheelchair. Sitting in a bleacher for too long.
I didn't think of that.
I felt it's about 100 people sitting in the bleachers, no back support.
Now, when you gave your speech,
yeah.
Were people nodding off, or were
they
asleep?
I was not
did you hear people? He said you didn't bring that idiot with you, did
no,
he? That's what he said. Hey, let's stuff off today. We got a lot to get to. I want to get to some stuff yesterday that we missed with you because you had about half an hour yesterday before you were on the show yesterday till about 4:30. I got some carryover stuff I want to get to, but did you hear? And you knew from the debate that the debate like 2 weeks ago, week and a half ago, Biden and Trump that and we don't talk much politics here, we shouldn't, but there was a portion that got talking about golf, and they were both bragging.
Yeah, this happened again.
Well, did you hear last night? Trump had this massive rally down Corral, which is one of the great golf courses in the state of Florida, the Blue Monster's at. So Trump at this huge rally picks at the golf thing again because he was like, Biden, you can't even hit it 50 yards.
Right.
So Trump said, no, seriously.
6 handicap.
Trump says, seriously, Biden, let's play a round of golf. We'll settle this thing right now, and if you beat me, I'll give $1 million to the party of your choice. Can you imagine a televised, like Zach said, mic'd up, televised 18 between those guys? How great would that be?
That'd be fantastic, but I just can't imagine if Biden goes down and starts at 5 strokes behind, do the administration come and try and pull him out? Oh, it wasn't the right time of day for him to play, and
bad hammy.
Didn't get a good warm up.
Can you imagine the prop bets Vegas would have on that?
Gosh.
It'll be on board.
That'd be so. I mean, just think we've had those the match things that happen in Vegas.
Yes.
That has nothing on what an event like that would bring. That would be kind of cool, though. I can't lie.
Hey, somebody burns something 420. Oh, whoa, that's a pot reference. A guy that's saying hi to you has a pot reference. Do you see the pot reference in there?
Oh,
the 420. You get that?
Trump versus Biden golf match.
No, Yo P. So one of your pot buddies, one of your hippie.
They're Gators.
420.
It's his name.
That's you want to read that? Yeah. Burns as in
Burns Sutton.
Hey, it's your just seedy friends.
Where are your eyes going in on the 4? Yo P, he's got Gator Nation. Look at the message that he sent. His name, give his name a break.
Yeah, and he does say that's must-see TV. I agree with that, with him about Biden and that. How hilarious would that be, though?
Oh man!
And they would have to be mic'd up. Can you imagine the digs?
9-hole match play, 9 holes.
No, 18.
No.
Biden's got no chance.
He's got no chance to play 18. There's
can
no
you
way
imagine?
Can play 18 holes.
Trump would drive his own car. There's no way you can let Biden drive his own car. He'd be running people over, hitting trees.
I just regardless, if best case scenario, if it was a bad day that Biden had at the debate, he can't have another one.
Hey, speaking of Biden driving, true story, I'm going to be serious here for a minute, and it has to do with presidents. I think this was a story I read about. It might have been Barack Obama coming out of office. And you don't think of things like this? But I was reading an article one time, this was a long time ago, and it was Biden, I think, that said one of the things he had to do to transition back into regular civilian life, he was president for 8 years, right? He had back-to-back terms. Yep. He said the first thing that he had to relearn, he said, when you're the president, you don't drive. You don't. There's none of this, honey, I'm going to run up to the 7-Eleven and get it. No, you don't drive anywhere. And Biden, I read the article, and he said, man, I had to reacclimate myself to driving.
Yeah.
Think about that. You shut down driving for 8 years.
Gosh. It's kind of nice, though.
Yeah. I guess, really but what if you want to do something a little sneaky?
Spontaneous?
Yeah,
oh, okay.
A little sneaky.
No, maybe you shouldn't.
You know what you're doing?
Why does your mind go there, Terry?
Well, I'm thinking you're peeling off Benjamins to pay off the driver Secret Service guy.
Okay,
Listen, man,
yeah.
you see nothing, you hear nothing, okay?
Keep that window up.
Yes.
Keep that little window.
Keep that window up is right.
Turn
Oh,
the
my.
sound off. We ain't talking.
I said, Patrick, and I think you were pulling up, Biden-Trump televised golf match would be the biggest television. We could shut TV down. That'd be bigger.
That would shut television
That
down.
would be bigger than a combined Super Bowl, moon landing, Live Aid, MASH, the final episode of MASH. It'd be huge.
And just think, they could do it and raise, just say, hey, we're going to, all this money to charity for so much, the viewership. What company wouldn't want to get into that?
When I conjure up Biden on the golf course, for some reason, I picture in my mind Mr. Burns from The Simpsons playing golf.
Yeah. Yeah.
Trump might have been kind when he said, you could barely hit the ball 50 yards.
How can we all get older and don't move the same way we did when we were, younger. You see how Biden just walks in general. Yeah. I just can't see him having ripping one the bone 275 down the middle.
But
the bone density, the torque, just enough strength.
Hey, we're talking to Dr. Bates about 5 o'clock today.
That's right.
Southeast specialist,
cauliflower
sports medicine, segment. We'll talk to Dr. Bates, and we're probably just going to lead this one off, kind of letting people know what we do with Dr. Bates every week. But we can ask him, is it a good or a bad idea that Joe Biden is swinging a golf club?
I can just imagine him saying, every 80-year-old is going to be different, but there's going to be for sure risk and balance. And potential falling in the undulation of the golf course with the hills and whatnot. Would that be a factor?
What if he took up on the challenge and he won?
That'd be amazing.
Boy, that would help his cause.
That'd be amazing.
Wouldn't that help
That'd
his cause?
That'd be so
He
cool.
would need that.
It has absolutely nothing to do with, with politics. It just would be, because it's so heavy. Like, as we did the round for round tell the tape, if it was a boxing match, it'd be so one-sided.
Why do I think Biden would have one of his Secret Service guys make sure his foot wedge was in the bag, if you know what I mean? The old foot wedge, right?
Put some magnetic strips around the holes and a heavy magnet in the golf ball, so when he hits it, just
That is unscrupulous, Patrick. I love that. I love that idea.
Oh, you know how strong that magnet would have
strong,
to be?
You got somebody.
Oh my God!
Hey, you got somebody in the White House hitting that lever.
Yeah. There was some Disney movie a long time ago where they put magnets around the basket and on the lines of the basketball, so when the opposing team shot, it was going out every time.
Nice.
It was a terrible movie. But
last thing before break. Last thing. Have you seen? And I think it's real. They can fake video now so good, but I think it's real. And some people can corroborate if they know. My buddy Aaron says, "Great to see you too. Go Gators in the Harvard of the South." Yeah, baby, JU. I think it's real. People out there help corroborate this or not. There's on the Facebook or on social media.
On the Facebook.
I call it the Facebook. People laugh. People laugh. It's the Facebook to me.
Yeah.
So there's this robot, and it looks like it's at halftime of a basketball game.
Okay.
So the robot, there's a high camera shot, and the robot, I think his first shot, it's either a free throw or it might be a 3-point, but the robot takes the basketball, and you can kind of see the robot, and it's almost like it's calculating, and the robot arms it, and it goes right in.
Yeah.
So then the robot backs up to half court.
Oh, wow.
They give him the ball, and again, I guess somebody's hitting the button, and the robot's kind of in half court. It goes right in. I don't know if it's real, but it was cool to see.
I think so.
And, wouldn't a robot, if he had the right data, there's the wind, the distance, wouldn't a robot be able to calculate the arc that needed to go and the weight of the ball? And Patrick, your career would have been done. Run that robot out there for you.
But it's so slow.
Just get a couple little quick ones.
We haven't advanced to the point where these AI things are moving around all quick and hopefully that day never comes.
I could have a robotic co-host. Hey, Pat, good to see you, bud. Good to see you, man.
But then,
drive safe.
What makes you think they're not going to get rid of you?
You shut your filthy mouth.
I'm just saying, what makes you think that they wouldn't get rid of you?
You shut your filthy mouth.
We know how those things go.
Right now. Hey, let's take a break, and let's remind the people, I'll remind you at the top of the show, it is a Twin Peaks Wednesday. We're normally sitting at Twin Peaks, and hopefully next Wednesday, we're going to do all of our shows this week in studio, kind of work out some kinks, but man, I guarantee you that happy hour rocking right now.
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait till next Wednesday. happy hour
Yeah, all
at
the days.
Twin Peaks. It's going to be a big, fun time. So hang tight.
All the
We want to
days.
thank everybody at Twin Peaks. They rolled out the red carpet when we were a lunchtime show, and they're ready for us, and we're ready for them. 29-degree cold beer, multiple happy hours. They've got 2 happy hours, early and late night, and just a wonderful menu. And the Twin Peak girls, you're going to get to know them real well through this show. One down, a long way to go. Patrick Young, Terry Norvelle, and you, the Young and Norvelle Show on Action Sports Jacks.
At Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, we know pain and injuries can stop you from doing what you love. This is why our board-certified orthopedic specialists offer the latest in both non-surgical and surgical treatment options and create a treatment plan tailored to your unique lifestyle and goals. So, whether it is a sports injury or that nagging pain that's keeping you from doing what you love, our team has the right treatment for you. For more information or to schedule an appointment online, visit our website.
Finally, a family atmosphere, kid-friendly restaurant with a real sports bar feel. Bricks Jack's Beach features all of that and a large, climate-controlled covered patio with misting fans and heaters for all seasons. Mix in an extremely diverse menu that features the most quality and affordable steak at the beach, and there's no reason not to enjoy your next lunch, dinner, happy hour, or big sporting event at Bricks Jack's Beach, 300 2nd Street North in Jacksonville Beach. See you at Bricks Jack's Beach.
I was tempted.
It's more than just food. It's a tradition, a heritage.
I was tempted.
It's about my family and the smiles on their faces. It's about the flavor,
I was certain.
the meat, the love, the community. Our
To
community.
change you and you will be mine.
Barbecue is who we are, and it's what we do.
The Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network is streaming. I'm Stuart Weber, and I'm here to teach you a nice 3-step process on how you can watch all your favorite programming from the Brent and Austin Show every weekday 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. or the Cup Date with me. It's fantastic. We talk NASCAR. It's a great time. Wednesdays at 1 o'clock. All right, first step, easy. Download the Action News Jacks app. You probably already have it downloaded on your phone, so you might already have that one taken care of. Step 2, see that stack of pancakes up there? You click that stack of pancakes, and it's going to bring down step number 3, which is a full screen of all the different streams that you can click on, including the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 stream. You click that, the video's rocking and rolling on your mobile device. You're watching all the shows you want to, and you're having a good time. You can also do it on your smart TV with the Action News Jacks Now app. I do it on my Samsung TV at home. It's a great way to watch it on a nice, large screen for all the content. That's the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network. Hope you can find it.
You trust CGC to make your water great, and now you can trust CGC with your plumbing needs as well. Fast, convenient scheduling, licensed and insured. A quick call away at 904-552-1242.
You never know when you're going to have an issue with a shower, toilet, or maybe it's a sink that sometimes is easy to fix. All right, let's be honest. I'm not fixing anything. I'm totally staging this because when I have a plumbing problem, I call CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing.
Trained professionals, transparent pricing, customer satisfaction. Small problem or even a bigger issue. Maybe you need a new tankless water heater or something a bit more intricate. The experts with 25 years of experience at CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing can do it all. Call 904-552-1242 or visit cgcwater.com. That's 904-552-1242 or cgcwater.com. CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing, an authorized independent Connecticut dealer. Florida license number CFC 1432579.
Back here on a Twin Peaks Wednesday. We are always sponsored on Wednesday by Twin Peaks. We're in studio today. Next week, we hope to be back out to our locations that we do all week, and we're trying to actually add a Monday and a Tuesday. Terry Norvelle, Patrick Young, glad you're with us here. Twin Peaks, tremendous menu. I know we've blazed
They got some great French fries.
Good fries. I love the, my favorite right now is the turkey avocado burger over there at Twin Peaks.
Okay, I haven't had that one yet.
Unreal. I know we've had a lot of stuff off the menu, and you can go light fare. You can go. Let me tell you something. When you get an entree at Twin Peaks, you better be hungry.
Be hungry.
It's a big meal. It really is. What is it? Mom's pot roast is real good.
Yeah, that's good.
had-
the cheesesteaks are great.
Yeah, the good food,
The wings.
good
The wings are
hospitality. The
fantastic.
girls are wonderful.
Cleveland's great.
Yeah, yes. Inside joke there. The Cleveland over there is it's great. It really is. But Twin Peaks, our Wednesday home, will be Thursday is our Sliders Oyster Bar stop starting next week again, and then on Fridays we're at Bricks Jack's Beach. So you guys can come out and check us out anytime we're on the road. That's kind of why we do it. We like to be out with the people.
Yep.
We hope to get a Monday and Tuesday location. Heck, if you're a restaurant business owner, you would like to have this crazy show sitting at your place. Happy hour show, man. I can't wait to get out. I can't wait because people knocking off work. I love happy hour. I think it's one of the great inventions.
Happy
of all time.
hours.
Yeah.
Aperitivo.
Yeah.
That's Italian.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very
Take
nice.
a little break.
Did you play basketball in Italy?
I did. Yeah.
That was one of your stops.
Aperitivo was great.
You played
full of carbs. Full of carbs.
Oh yeah.
Get your little cocktail, and then all the breads and pizzas and pastas and stuff. Yeah.
Ooh, good eating.
I mean, it's great, but yeah, a lot of carbs.
Did you see Don Corleone or anybody over there? Michael
No,
Corleone?
no. Fortunately, no.
Yeah.
Stayed away from those areas. Didn't try to put my nose where it didn't belong because I like life, Terry.
Yeah.
Yep. Good point. Yeah.
Good point. Some topics from yesterday I wanted to carry over. You did half the show, and then you had a speaking engagement. But couple of them. One of them was spurned by, I saw a listing of wealthiest NFL owners, and you see that list all the time. They all are billionaires. I mean, wealthiest NFL owners, and then obviously Jerry Jones.
Jerry Jones, man.
And I got thinking about Jerry Jones, and he's kind of the Notre Dame, New York Yankees of the NFL owner-wise. You either love Jerry Jones or you hate him.
Yeah.
The people that don't like him, how do you rate? What are the characteristics that make a good owner, a good sports franchise owner? And with those, and I guess they're all individual. You could have yours. I've got 3 or 4 I jotted down from yesterday. And then
I would love to
how
hear.
do you rate?
I would love to hear
Jerry
our listeners
Jones a good or bad owner?
After Terry gives his insights there. I'd love for our listeners here to give us
Viewers.
your viewers.
Viewers.
You can be watching it. And you can drive. If you're driving, your eyes need to be on the road. You're a listener.
Yes.
Got that? But I would love to hear their thought. What are yours?
Haven't you the years a lot of people that they think he's terrible, Jerry Jones? Well, he does it different. They
all do it differently.
He does it different in that he makes himself the spokesperson and the face of the franchise. Most owners are not heard or seen.
Yep.
Now, does that mean that's the way it's supposed to be, or is that just the way it is? Now, I threw some characteristics I think this would make a good owner. If your sports franchise is competitive, entertaining, you have provided your fan base with wonderful amenities, the stadium, the experience, okay? And you've made yourself and your organization a bunch of money.
Yeah.
Am I missing anything there? And then we'll go through. I think Jerry Jones checks all these boxes, so why do people consider him a bad owner?
If I may chime in for a minute.
Hey,
Yes,
Zach.
please do, Zach. Please do, Zach.
I think
Hey,
there
Zach.
is one particular box that did not get mentioned, and that would be winning championships, which I do get that Jerry,
Hey, fair
they
enough.
did do in the
Of course.
90s.
Well,
but
it's competitive.
I'm
the
so
last
glad.
time they won a Super Bowl, I was 4 years old.
I'm
I am now
so
33.
glad. I'm so glad you brought that up because let me flip over.
Oh my gosh.
I've got some.
I don't know if there's going to be
here we
enough
go.
paper in in the notepad I gave
I'm
you.
glad you said that because most owners don't have and I tied it to the Jaguars. The Jaguars are basically in their 30th year. Jerry Jones has owned the Cowboys more than that, but I went since 95, the 30 years since 95 the Jaguars were born, and Jerry Jones. And I'm not comparing Shad Khan, but would you say Shad Khan and Wayne Weaver were good owners or bad owners? Because
Separately, gosh,
the reason I bring these two up, the
a little
Jaguars
bit above average.
The Jaguars
I would say Wayne
went to
Weaver
the playoffs.
above average.
Well, the Jaguars went to the playoffs 7 times in their history. During the same time frame, and Jerry Jones owned them more, The Cowboys have gone to 14 playoffs. They haven't won a Super Bowl since 95.
So we're talking about 30 years.
But there are a lot of owners in the NFL since 95 that haven't won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So I don't think you can use that. Have the Cowboys been competitive?
For the most part, yeah.
Hell yeah, they've been competitive.
They maintain a certain level of mediocrity that keeps them in the news cycle constantly, for sure.
14 playoffs over the last 30 years. Have they been entertaining? Absolutely, they've been entertaining.
Yeah.
Has Jerry Jones provided his fan base with incredible amenities? That ballpark he built, Jerry World, yes. Yeah. And have the Cowboys made gobs of money?
Oh my God.
Yes, they have.
Yeah.
So, Zach, and you can add, you added Super Bowl. I think I shot that down. Is Jerry Jones, has he been a good or bad owner?
Well, see, I think if you were to rate the owners in terms of like 1 to 32, it'd be really hard to find a spot to put Jerry because he does do a lot of the things.
How's he not at the top by these?
Or at least top 5.
How's he not top?
Yeah.
The Jaguars have not been competitive
because he
under either owner necessarily.
The biggest thing with me is that he lacks the self-awareness to see that he is not a good general manager. And one of the things that a good
he's
owner
gone to 14 playoffs. It's hard to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, but he has a really hard time dealing with these contract situations. Literally, all of their contracts are coming up at once because he doesn't understand the concept of kicking the salary cap can down the road like John Lynch does with the San Francisco 49ers.
He's gone to 14 playoffs. There's a lot of franchises that haven't in the last 30 years gone anywhere near that.
I'm not saying he's an awful owner. I'm just saying.
See, I think the reason people think Jerry Jones.
Well, I think let's who else falls into the category of being, I would say Atlanta kind of. I think Atlanta has been. Outside of the
Kraft, you had to say he competitive, entertaining, amenities,
I would say
winning.
Robert Kraft,
yeah,
he's in that list.
Yeah, but I think Jerry Jones gets the negative response because whatever the Bible says, the owner's Bible, somewhere in there, people think that the owner is not supposed to be seen or heard.
I know, right?
Well, does that mean that's the only way it can be done? Jerry Jones. He owns the team, and he chooses to be the face of the franchise.
Right.
He's in front of the camera. He's behind the microphone, and a lot of people think that's wrong. Why is that wrong? Why does an owner have to be in the shadows?
Yeah.
I don't know. But, I mean, I can't understand, if you really look at apples to apples, how anybody would say he hasn't been a really successful owner. What is the owner?
I'd say with the scale that we're trying to put, it's brand recognition. Obviously, but can you attach?
They're international.
Can you attach and know who the owner is if I show you the brand?
No.
Right? Obviously you can do that. Obviously you can do that with the Cowboys. Yeah.
Now
outside of your own city,
let me
because
ask
every
you
home
guys,
team is going to know.
Let me ask this to you guys, and there's no right or wrong. What is a sports franchise at this level now? Big boy, NFL, MLB, NBA, big boy. What is a sports franchise owner charged with? What is he or she supposed to? What is their goal? 1, 2, 3, 4? I think be competitive, be entertaining, provide amenities, make money. Maybe number one.
Yeah,
because a lot of the owners have co-owners, right? They have 10%, 50%. What is a sports franchise owner charged with?
Well, I think in a
because if you say winning all of it, winning it all. No. A bunch of them are terrible.
A weird way to say it would something be like,
got you thinking, boys. Look at that
that your brand takes over Sunday for your town. That it takes like the Saints. The Saints. Oh my gosh, it's Saint Sunday is what they call it. Like it takes over. Yeah. And I would say even to the effect of which wins or losses affects your fans. Like I will put the Saints in terms of, for the most part, competitive. When Drew Brees was there, entertaining. They have a great food and experience for the fans. That you've been in the Superdome before?
Yeah.
Oh, man, it's awesome.
What a monster building it is.
Yeah.
It's amazing that, and I know it's been because of hurricanes and things. The first time, I've only been to Super Bowl once or twice. Superdome, yeah. And it was a long time ago. I was stunned at the enormity it was when I went in, and it was in the 90s. Knowing it was built in 76 and they built it, that thing is ungodly big, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ungodly. Anyway, I got you guys thinking.
So is Clippers head coach, is he a good or president? Steve Ballmer?
I don't know.
You see him on the or Mark Cuban?
Definitely electric.
Mark
He's
Cuban.
electric, yeah. Mark Cuban.
Was Mark Cuban a bad owner of the Mavericks? They
I don't think he was a bad owner.
They even
Only
won a
one.
championship.
No, he was a
One
good owner.
championship.
They were in the playoffs all the time, but he did. Mark Cuban probably is the closest.
He got
to-
fined. Hey,
to
but
Jerry
he
Jones.
broke the rule.
Yeah.
He broke the. He was seen a lot. He got fined a lot on the sideline.
Well, would you agree? And this off the top of my head, I'm glad you brought up Mark Cuban. The closest thing to Jerry Jones.
Yeah, that would be a close comparison.
He breaks the. What are you doing in front of the camera? Why are you the
Sits
pitch man?
courtside.
Yep.
No, you're supposed to be in a 3-piece suit in an
Yep.
office
No,
with
he
your board of
is.
directors.
He is like chilling.
telling your
Casual.
secretary to get so and so in line. But he did it different.
Yeah.
My God, was he won an NBA title?
Yeah.
My God, they were in a
Gosh, LeBron. How'd they let that one go? Gosh.
Interesting. Makes you think, though. Makes you think. Glad we brought that topic up. We had one texter saying Jerry Jones is a distraction, but I mean,
At times, for sure, absolutely.
Would you?
Hey, would you
would you
disagree
take
that
everything?
the Panthers owner last year wasn't a distraction
Yeah.
when he got threw a drink on a Jags fan?
Yeah, you probably don't want to do that. Remember that? Was that great?
Apparently, he's a really nice guy. He's just, I mean,
And there's a great
it's
video of
awful.
that too.
Oh my God.
My man just got fed up and goes, "Okay, we're not going to verbally discuss this anymore. I throw a drink on you. I throw a drink on you."
I throw a drink on. We're gonna fix this problem real quick.
That was beautiful, wasn't it? All right, I'm glad I brought that up. That
Camera's
was one we had,
always on.
That was one we had yesterday. Now, we'll go to break. I want to bring up another one. You were out of here yesterday with your speaking engagement. As we break, I want to tease this topic. And it's another NFL topic. I think, and right now we've got these two huge soccer international things going on, right? The whole world is soccer right now. Soccer. That's where the NFL wants to go. The NFL, they will tell you, if they were being honest, they haven't conquered Europe like they thought they were. And it's been much slower.
Of course, man. Of course.
Than they thought.
Soccer, man.
As we go to the break, the NFL's difficulty of getting a real foothold in Europe over 25 years now, is that in large part because of American hatred and envy? Think about it. I wonder. Because the NFL is America's game.
Well, part
Sorry,
of it,
baseball.
I would
the
say
NFL
for sure in regards to, I'm sure they don't like that we call our game football.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. Because the world.
Why is it called foot? Why do we call it
A lot of the
football?
world has American hatred and envy. They think we'll talk about that. That's
called
Zach, load it up, buddy.
Triangle leather ball.
Oblong.
Oblong?
It's oblong. Football?
Oh, that's the shape?
Oblong. You never heard that?
Oblong ball?
Oblong is the shape. I got a lot of stuff to do with you, man. I got a lot of work to do.
I don't
with
think
you.
that would be very marketable in America. Oblong ball.
No, I don't think so either. Zach, load it up, baby. I want to hear your thoughts on this. It's Deep Thought Wednesday around here.
Deep Thought
on Wednesday,
Wednesday.
presented by Twin Peaks. Back after this.
At Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, we know pain and injuries can stop you from doing what you love. This is why our board-certified orthopedic specialists offer the latest in both non-surgical and surgical treatment options and create a treatment plan tailored to your unique lifestyle and goals. So, whether it is a sports injury or that nagging pain that's keeping you from doing what you love, our team has the right treatment for you. For more information or to schedule an appointment online, visit our website.
Finally, a family atmosphere, kid-friendly restaurant with a real sports bar feel. Rick's Jack's Beach features all of that and a large, climate-controlled covered patio with misting fans and heaters for all seasons. Mix in an extremely diverse menu that features the most quality and affordable steak at the beach, and there's no reason not to enjoy your next lunch, dinner, happy hour, or big sporting event at Rick's Jack's Beach, 300 2nd Street North in Jacksonville Beach. See you at Rick's Jack's Beach.
I was tempted.
It's more than just food. It's a tradition, a heritage.
I was tempted.
It's about my family and the smiles on their faces. It's about the flavor, the meat, the love, the community. Our community. Barbecue is who we are, and it's what we do.
The Action Sports Jax 24/7 network is streaming. I'm Stuart Weber, and I'm here to teach you a nice three-step process on how you can watch all your favorite programming from the Brent and Austin Show every weekday 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. or the Cup Date with me. It's fantastic. We talk NASCAR. It's a great time. Wednesdays at 1 o'clock. All right, first step, easy. Download the Action News Jax app. You probably already have it downloaded on your phone, so you might already have that one taken care of. Step 2, see that stack of pancakes up there? You click that stack of pancakes, and it's going to bring down step number 3, which is a full screen of all the different streams that you can click on, including the Action Sports Jax 24/7 stream. You click that, the video's rocking and rolling on your mobile device. You're watching all the shows you want to, and you're having a good time. You can also do it on your smart TV with the Action News Jax Now app. I do it on my Samsung TV at home. It's a great way to watch it on a nice, large screen for all the content. That's the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network. Hope you can find it.
You trust CGC to make your water great, and now you can trust CGC with your plumbing needs as well. Fast, convenient scheduling, licensed and insured. A quick call away at 904-552-1242.
You never know when you're going to have an issue with a shower, toilet, or maybe it's a sink that sometimes is easy to fix. All right, let's be honest. I'm not fixing anything. I'm totally staging this because when I have a plumbing problem, I call CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing.
Trained professionals, transparent pricing, customer satisfaction. Small problem or even a bigger issue. Maybe you need a new tankless water heater or something a bit more intricate. The experts with 25 years of experience at CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing can do it all. Call 904-552-1242 or visit cgcwater.com. That's 904-552-1242 or cgcwater.com. CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing, an authorized independent Connecticut dealer. Florida license number CFC 1432579.
Studio there, as you see a little wide shot of our studio. Patrick Young, Terry Norvelle here on a Wednesday. Twin Peaks Wednesday. We'll be back out there on Wednesday of next week. We're doing all the shows in studio as we kick off our very first week of our happy hour show.
And apparently the football is a gibbish shape.
Oblong.
I wouldn't question Benita Young. I wouldn't do it, Terry. Don't do it.
Zach, you've heard the pigskin is described as an oblong pigskin.
Well, I guess you just want a spot in the documentary. Surviving
Zach,
Benita Young.
Oblong. Anybody out there, a football is shaped oblong.
The oblong-shaped football. I have heard that as a description. Yeah.
What did she call it?
I don't.
Gibbous. Gibbous.
What the hell's gibbous? What is that? Is that some kind of like side dish?
Look it up.
It's like ham and gibbish. I'm gonna have some ham and gibbish tonight.
I don't know what an oblong is. I didn't see in kindergarten when I was doing the shapes.
Spell it.
OBLONG. Oblong. Huh. Somebody. Yeah. Somebody.
I'm familiar with the term. I'm just saying I've never, outside of hearing John Madden say it, I've never heard anyone else say it.
And Zach, while you're on, we can't read the comments, so you might be able to while your pretty face is on. But somebody out there can corroborate that the football is the shape of a football is oblong.
Okay, I see. Okay,
what the hell is wrong with y'all? Hey, you know what's wrong with everybody? Maybe this new group doesn't understand that I graduated from a private institution of higher learning. I like to call the Harvard of the South, Jacksonville University. So normally I have to dummy down when I leave the house to function with society. There's another example right there, Patrick. I didn't dummy down, and I oblonged right above everybody's head. Sorry about that. What are you laughing at, Patrick?
I'm not laughing. I'm just looking here to make sure that you're not. I was starting to write your obituary.
Oh, because of your mom?
Oh, yeah. I was starting to.
Hey, I mean, she's a fairly smart human being, but she can be wrong. She's fallible.
She went to Davidson.
Davidson. Ooh. That's even more. Ooh, that's very private school.
Chemist.
That is a very private school.
As a chemistry major.
Okay, we went to break. NFL. To get into the NFL hasn't made it across the pond as big as they thought. I guarantee you, Goodell and the boys, if you gave them truth serum, they'd go, man, we didn't think it was going to be this much of a battle. Is there anything to what I said? I wonder. The NFL is America's sport. With respect to baseball, the National Football League, everybody in our country knows it. The world knows now.
Right.
Our sport of record in our country is the NFL. With that said, Patrick, you've traveled internationally. I have not, but I'm well aware. A lot of the world is hatred toward the United States. We're gluttonous. We didn't work hard enough to get what we got. A lot of the world is envious. Could those things be part of the reason why we'll never accept this American game? Basketball, I know where it was invented. Yeah. I get it. Baseball as well, but those aren't America's sports now. Football is it? Does international hatred?
You can make the argument with like cricket. It hasn't picked up as much, and it's the number one. It's India's sport.
India, man, they play it. But I wonder if you know what I'm talking about. The American hatred abroad, the American envy.
Yeah, they think that Americans are arrogant.
We've got gold toilets. We've got more food than we deserve. Right? We all drive
stupid American.
Yeah. We all drive. We all drive. $80,000 cars. We all live in 5-story houses. Right? There's a lot of American envy. I wonder if that has anything to do with
oblong is so prosaic.
What the hell does that mean?
I don't know,
man. Zach, any thoughts on that?
Prosaic?
Not prosaic. American
oblong
hatred.
being prosaic? I'm not necessarily sure. I only went to South Carolina. I don't really know what that means.
You're a Gamecock?
That's right. Yeah, remember when we used to do we had a drop that was a rooster crow for every time that the Gamecocks did anything that would reflect.
Yeah, we didn't hear that much. We didn't hear that.
I think they took down the Gators in the swamp that year.
Now, Zach, since you're a Gamecock.
That's correct. Don Staley, national champs.
You can give. Wow, he has to go to women's sports to get a winner.
Hang on, man.
No, baseball. Ray Tanner. Back to back.
Yeah, that was 2011, 2012, back to back.
Now, as a South Carolina Gamecock, you can be a guy that can give. Be honest here now. I pride myself. We should do this for our new audience. Like 3 things that you wouldn't know about Patrick Young or Terry Norvelle. My things is, I think I have the greatest natural turkey call in the world.
Oh man.
Zach, you ready? You ready to judge it?
I'm beyond ready.
Holy cow! There's turkeys outside right now. Is that not the greatest turkey call? Innocent, legitimate turkey call. No fake, nothing, no fake stuff.
I mean, it sounds a lot like a turkey. It sounds at least 80% like a turkey.
Patrick, you've heard it before.
80 is a good number.
Do you have anything that, Patrick, people would not know? 2 or 3 things? You want me to go first while you're thinking?
Sure.
Number 1, I have the greatest natural turkey call ever. I can juggle. That's one.
I can juggle.
You can juggle. I can juggle. Taught myself when I was a kid.
Okay.
I think I've said this on the air many times, but I'll say it for our new viewers. I literally have never watched, and I'm very proud of this, a Star Wars movie in my life. No Star Wars, no spin-offs, no. That does nothing for
Game of Thrones?
Is that Star Wars?
No.
No.
The fact that you just asked that means that you haven't watched Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones is kind of like Star Wars, except they show nudity and say the F word.
What?
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, kind of.
But when's that come on?
Sunday nights at 9 o'clock.
What network's that on? Did you say Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
That's with the little guy, right? And I can say it because I'm not the tallest guy. That's with the little guy.
Oh my gosh.
Game of Thrones?
Yes.
And the white-haired.
I don't really know if that's how political correctness works, but
yeah. Hey, if you're 5'9" or under, which I am, you can say the little guy, right?
Yeah.
As I pat myself on the head.
Yes, the well-renowned actor Peter Dinklage does play a role on that show, and he does play a short man.
Has he ever been in anything else of note?
Elf. Yeah, Elf. He's the boss on Elf.
He's an elf?
Yeah.
Boy, that's apropos.
Well,
oh my gosh.
He's a boss, but Will Ferrell says he looks like an elf, and he says he's an angry elf.
Wouldn't you hate to go into...
Oh, that's right. Yeah. He was just like a regular boss.
Yeah.
At a regular show, not in the elf shop.
What do they call it? The audition? Wouldn't you hate to go to the audition for an elf? And you walk in, and he's in the waiting room.
Oh yeah. I mean,
I'm out.
I mean, him and
the little guy's here.
Him and Wee Man got to be the two, or the guy Vern from Austin Powers. They're like the two.
Is he still alive? Vern?
No,
I don't
think he passed away a few years ago.
The Mini-Me guy.
Yeah, the Mini-Me.
And the
guy.
other guy you mentioned, was he part of the stupid guys that did stupid things?
He is part of the Jackass.
The stupid guys that did stupid things. That's it. All right, Terry, because you haven't, I got what I got here. I got ranking the best TV shows of all time. All right,
Seinfeld.
I don't want to see what you have. No.
Easily Seinfeld.
Number 1, Breaking Bad. Have you seen it?
Okay, now, you almost, yes. unbelievable series. Now you almost have to put them in genres: a comedy.
Yeah, I would say that's like my
drama,
favorite drama series.
Yeah. Breaking Bad.
This is just by the numbers, by the stats. This is not my opinion, even though it was fantastic. Number 2, Game of Thrones. You have not watched.
Now, I watched the first 2 episodes when it first came out.
What made you stop watching it?
It was just slow and dreary.
Oh, dude, it picks up so quick.
The first season is pretty slow.
2 episodes, I went, I'm out.
It's hard. The first season is so hard to know who to get attached to.
I could get attached to
because after the king gets beheaded, you're like, holy crap.
Yeah, the blonde girl I could have got very very white haired.
The one that liked her brother.
Oh, is that
right?
I think you're.
Or we're talking about Rhaenyra or Daenerys.
Yeah, you're talking
okay.
about the
Well, give me some more.
Chernobyl. Fantastic.
Never watched.
It was a mini series, 6 episodes about Chernobyl. Fantastic. The Sopranos.
Great show.
Oh yeah.
Unbelievable series.
Band of Brothers. I still haven't watched Sopranos, by the way.
I've watched that off and on.
Band of Brothers. I've watched it multiple times.
It's the same show every time.
Yeah.
It's a black and white. They're in a foxhole. It's snowing, and they're getting shot.
How many actors you go back and watch that are like have made a big time? You know, had some good leading roles, and it's like, oh gosh, look at that.
A couple more. Where's Seinfeld, for God's sake?
Seinfeld.
This sounds like a drama.
It's in here. I saw. Let's see. Seinfeld was number 30.
That's ridiculous, by the way. Mad Men, I love.
But you know what affects it? You know, Seinfeld, is a show. It wasn't in the streaming era, so it didn't have as many people. And plus, things have changed. Like things have changed in regards.
And again, you almost have to break it down into genres. You know, is it
The Wire? I know you've seen The Wire.
No, I heard
Terry, we're gonna.
Oh yeah, that is an all-time great.
Give me the premise of The Wire.
I can't.
I mean, is it about
Baltimore crime, authentic? It's like authentic Baltimore, and like the police. You see the corruption, you see the growth in chaos of the gangs.
The mayor of Baltimore wants to talk to you.
You got this one guy, Omar. Oh man, Omar.
Every Omar's trouble. There's not one. Man, Omar's a sweet guy. Omar. Every Omar is always trouble. Just like every girl named Sydney is hot. They don't even let you name your daughter Sydney. The doc won't even allow the birth certificate out if he can't verify via DNA that she's going to be hot. Every Sydney female in the world's hot. Have you ever known an ugly Sydney? You're thinking?
One of my best friend's wife is Sydney. I can't answer that question.
Dude,
you're terrible.
You think she's hot.
She's a pretty girl. She's a pretty girl, and she chose.
Zach, she's a pretty girl.
Terry really loves to put you in an awkward position.
Justin's a good-looking guy. They got a really cute baby. Right. Baby girl, Charlie is her name.
Zach, we didn't hear from you. Hatred, envy. Is that one of the issues for the NFL? I wonder, the rest of the world hates America. The rest of the world's
hatred, envy. Oh, yeah, that's definitely a thing. The Americans have a tendency to be really envious. Like, we invented the most complicated game of all time and then make every other country tune in and watch it on the first Sunday in February. I mean, and no one knows what a catch is. Yeah, but nice. I mean, we all love it. I love it.
But what's so funny is that, we've had terrible success expanding the sport to Europe, but soccer's spreading in America.
It's trying.
It's trying.
50 years now.
There are some pretty big time fan bases that we have here. And Messi obviously comes.
I don't know who what.
Wouldn't you think that the WNBA should have followed the Messi blueprint for Caitlin Clark?
What was the Messi blueprint?
Just like when he came into the league, he changed everything. He brought so much viewership. He got he got a piece of ownership, or he just got some stuff that you're like, oh man, this league really wants to grow and see they're not wasting this opportunity.
I'm telling you, the WNBA, they need to be careful. If your girl Caitlin Clark said I'm done, I'm out, and if she walked, WNBA's over.
Because hey, how many more years does Messi have? And he said this is going to be the last club he plays for.
And I did know this but
yeah, that's true.
Cricket will go on for 4 or 5 days.
Yeah. It's so stupid. No, it's not great.
What's stupid about bouncing a ball off the ground and hitting it with a boat oar? What's stupid about that?
No, it's not that. It's just like, how many games could you actually get in? Individual games, because one aspect I like about pickleball is how quick games are.
I didn't know that.
The games are quick. You go to 11. Scoring's kind of weird, but
turn it to 11.
Go into 11 and then take a break. And
you know what reference that is? Turn it up to 11. 11, but it only goes to 10. Yeah, but if it goes to 11, it'd be louder. Spinal Tap. You ever seen that movie?
No, I haven't.
It's a spoof on a rock band that's terrible.
Oh my gosh.
It's a comedy. They're talking about music and the amplifier. Well, turn it to 11, but it only goes to 10. Yeah, but if you go to 11, But it only goes to 10. Yes, that's what I'm saying, Patrick. If you turn it to 11, it'll be louder.
Oh, my gosh.
There is no 11.
There is no 11.
Let's take a break and see if Dr. Aaron from Southeast Orthopedic Specialist, see if he even wants to put his name on this show. 1 hour down, 1 to go. Wednesday of the Young and Norvelle Show, presented by Twin Peaks, continues after this.
Finally, a family atmosphere, kid-friendly restaurant with a real sports bar feel. Rick's Jack's Beach features all of that and a large, climate-controlled covered patio with misting fans and heaters for all seasons. Mix in an extremely diverse menu that features the most quality and affordable steak at the beach, and there's no reason not to enjoy your next lunch, dinner, happy hour, or big sporting event at Rick's Jack's Beach, 300 2nd Street North in Jacksonville Beach. See you at Rick's Jack's Beach.
For over 20 years, Southeast Orthopedic Specialists has been providing the highest level of orthopedic and spine care to patients throughout Northeast Florida. Now, we're making that same great care even more convenient with Southeast Orthopedic Specialists Direct, a walk-in clinic where you can be seen for pain or injuries with no appointment needed. Staffed by orthopedic physicians and specialists, we offer everything from diagnosis and treatment to imaging and bracing, all with no appointment needed. For more information, hours, and locations, visit our website.
I was tempted.
It's more than just food. It's a tradition, a heritage. It's about my family and the smiles on their faces. It's about the flavor, the meat, the love, the community. Our community. Barbecue is who we are, and it's what we do.
Hey everyone, Olivia Tasley here from Action Sports Jacks to tell you all the different ways you can watch our new 24/7 network. 3 easy steps. You don't even need a pen and paper to write it down. Step number 1, download the app. Search Action News Jacks in your app store either on your phone or your smart TV. Then, once you're on the app, click on that little drop-down menu in the upper left-hand corner with the 3 little lines. That'll show you these options, and boom, right here, click Action Sports Jacks 24/7, and you will be brought to our continuous stream channel. That app can be accessed through all these different platforms, whether you have Roku, Fire TV, Smart TV, Apple TV, or Google TV. You can find our app. Now, if you don't have access to the app, don't worry, we still got you covered. We're across all social media platforms from Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, Twitch. We have a podcast channel. Plus, check out our short reels on our TikTok. Action Sports Jacks 24/7. It's on all the time and everywhere.
Summertime means sizzling sales at Nimnick Buick GMC. The #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville has lots of inventory to choose from with their best price guarantee. Nimnick never charges above MSRP. You can save up to $10,000 off select new GMC Sierras or get rates as low as 1.9%.
You know, I'm a truck guy. GMC Sierra, my trim level is an SLT. This one's an Elevation. Pretty good looking color as well. So here at Nimnick Buick GMC, you have a lot to pick from. My father-in-law, he drives this, an Enclave, so I feel like that GMC in the family. 2025 is coming around the corner, which means it's almost time to close out those 2024s this summer.
You can schedule a test drive at NimnickBuickGMC.com, and while you're there, check your trade value and customize your payment options. Nimnick is there for you, even on Sundays. Visit the showroom on Phillips Highway or shop online at NimnickBuickGMC.com. Nimnick, your friends in the car business since 1941. GMC, we are professional grade.
Okay, here we go. Hour number 2. Kickoff is in the air, and we are off and running. Terry Norvelle along with Patrick Young. That's why we call it the Young and Norvelle Show here. First week in our happy hour time slot, 4 to 6. If you're finding us for the first time, well, welcome. Glad to have you. We do it every weekday, like I said, 4 to 6. Today is Wednesday. Our Wednesdays are sponsored by Twin Peaks, the wonderful restaurant over at the intersection of Atlantic and Kernan. We are going to be sitting in Twin Peaks as we do every week, except this week. We're kind of working out the kinks this week. So
you got some great compliments on your turkey call.
Did I?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That was a wickedly nice. That's not bad. I mean, it's not. Anybody needs me to go out hunting with them, I'll charge about $100 an hour.
Oh, yeah.
Sit in the woods.
Oh, dude, that's nice.
Sit in the woods. But I'm wearing something orange. Don't be shooting me. Don't be shooting me.
You don't want them to see you.
We're going to try and hook up with Dr. Aaron Bates every Wednesday during the show, and we're kind of changing it. Obviously, our hours have changed, and we're going to try and reach out to Dr. Bates. Can you reach out to Dr. Bates?
I shot him a text message.
You just did?
Just text message.
I was just going to say reminder to Dr. Aaron Bates from Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. They're one of our other great sponsors, man. We got a lot of guys that have gotten behind us when we were a radio show, and look where we're at. In less than a year, we're basically a television show on a great new streaming sports network, Action Sports Jacks. If you can help us spread the word, spread the love, let everybody know where we're here, that's how we grow the show. Another topic, and this is kind of a sports injury related. Have you noticed that Paul Skeens, there's a large group of people that he's never really been hurt, but there's pre-injury gloom and doom. A lot of people, if you say the word Paul Skeens, oh yeah, he throws 100 miles an hour, he's going to blow his arm out. He's got 1 or 2 years. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
Why is all this pre-injury? He's never really been hurt, but there's a group that wants him to be hurt all.
Yeah, and it's so crazy because there are outliers. There's not many, but you look at Nolan Ryan. He was throwing heat up until 46, never had it. And Dr. Bates said it. It was a pretty kind of, an outlier of a guy. But I do remember watching one of those sports science shows, and it just said, like, every ball that you throw over 100 miles per hour, that there's just these micro tears that happen in your elbow.
I guess. Hey, real quick, my buddy Aaron, that was a wicked googly. That's a cricket reference. I just got that. That's not my great turkey call reference. But you get what I mean about Paul Skeens. I don't know why there's a large group that if you say Paul Skeens, oh man, he's good now, but he's only going to play a year or two. He's going to blow his arm out. I hope he doesn't get hurt. He may get hurt, but why Paul Skeens?
Yeah.
Why? When Tiger Woods, when he burst onto the scene, nobody swung a golf club harder.
I know, right?
Yeah. And did he have injuries late in his career? Yeah. But he had won 1 million tournaments and never got hurt. But nobody said, 22-year-old, wow, this Tiger Woods, he's only going to have a 2-year career. You can't swing like that. John Daly, same thing. John Daly. Gary Sheffield swinging a baseball bat.
Yeah.
Nobody swung a bat harder.
No.
But nobody said, he's going to rip his back out. He's only going to play a year. Why do people pile on Paul Skeens and just guarantee you almost, oh, he's going to have a short career?
Well, you can say that's what people did with Zion Williamson, but yeah, I guess you kind of had a little bit of evidence because he moves kind of weird.
There has been no evidence on Skeens. It's almost like people want to predict, I was right, you see, he got hurt. He blew his arm out.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't know.
I don't know.
To put that expectation on someone, how about we just enjoy the ride, huh?
Yes. And I mean, he may have Tommy John at some point. He may have 2 Tommy Johns, but right now there are so many people that
no one said that about Chapman. Nobody said that about these other guys.
And I wonder if they said it about Nolan Ryan. And now obviously Nolan Ryan, he was Paul Skeens' age a long time ago.
Yeah.
But he was I don't think people did say, well, this guy Nolan Ryan, he can't go long. He throws 100 miles an hour. He can't go long. But man, Paul Skeens, people will argue with you. Oh he'll be done. Don't buy any stock in Paul Skeens. Oh no.
That's so dumb, especially with how young he is.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, you know what? The main thing that I actually see when people bring up Paul Skeens is really just the fact that he's dating Livy Dunn.
Maybe that's it.
Yeah.
That is really the main thing.
We talked about the American envy.
Maybe
it's Paul Skeens' envy.
Yeah. She got married for her 5th year, by the way.
Oh, she is? She got another one?
I saw a post about that.
Oh, good for her.
Not to bring the topic down, but, she's not very good.
Yeah.
She's not one of their – she's on LSU's gymnastics team.
I literally never noticed.
But she is average at best. And
she didn't compete when they won the championship this year. She didn't compete.
Mm-hmm. She wasn't one of their 5 or 6. Mm-hmm. I mean, she's on the team and she performs for years, but she's not one of their stars. Mm-hmm. She has never been a star in gymnastics.
Well, I mean, she is a star, but she is not a a superstar
She's,
player.
we're not going to have questions. Oh man, why didn't Olivia Dunn try out for the Olympics? We're not going to.
I asked a gymnastics question yesterday. I watched a lot of the trials, the United States trials to form the teams.
Yeah.
And gymnastics, I started watching. I saw Leanne Wong, former Gator, who I've watched for Florida. I saw the girl from Auburn, Suni, I think her name is.
Suni Lee.
Suni Lee,
yeah.
Great. And I kept looking, where's Trinity Thomas?
Yep.
All those 10s, and she was so dominant in Florida. I didn't see her. And Patrick, I didn't know. And you told me.
I think one thing that
didn't have a good trial.
One thing that probably would have hurt her too. Just think if the Olympics were last year, instead of this year, because she was still in that full routine, still like right at her peak best. Because she had 28 perfect 10s in her career. I think that was tied for first or second like that.
But I thought it was an injury. Maybe she didn't try out for the team because of injury. But you said she just wasn't. She didn't score good enough.
I talked to Lee. It's cool. It was cool with Leanne Wong. She's really nice. She's real sweet. I was going to ask her if she'll come on our show one day. So
cool.
I know, right? Just to have her.
Like between the balance beam and the floor exercise, if she could call us or right then.
Whichever one.
She's got a few minutes there.
Whichever one, because she's still enrolled. She's still wasn't that so crazy that the girls had to make such a decision? Do I go to college and compete, or do I only do the Olympics because of amateurism? And it's like, if you're good enough to make the national team at 16 and come back, let these girls do it. But
is she going back to Florida after the Olympics?
Coming back. So Trinity, she got invited in the 25 that get to compete to go to the trials, to see who the final 4 or whatever it is, and she didn't make the cut.
If you've got it's hard to believe.
Hard to believe,
right?
Right?
Dominant, and at her age, I know she was at Florida several years, so she's probably 21.
23,
22,
because I think she did 5 years.
So 4 years from now, that's tough.
It's possible
to keep her skill level.
I mean, she's tiny. They're all tiny. Why can't they at this age?
Man. We're talking.
I would think you still have this prime period as long as barring no injuries. I don't see why a 25 or 26-year-old gymnast couldn't still compete with a 16 or 17-year-old. Because Simone Biles isn't. I mean, how old is she? She's not like 20 years old.
I don't know. And do you have the drive, the want to at that age? Think about these girls. Yeah. I mean, they've been going hard from 4 years old, 5 years old. Or do you say, hey, do I want to dive into 4 more hardcore years, or do I want to get on with my life?
Yeah.
I may want to get married.
Yeah.
I may want to have a baby. Yeah.
Because it's like for those girls that find you go to college, you get a chance to they get a chance to have their own autonomy and experience some more life and realize like gymnastics isn't everything. It's great, the great passion for those girls to have. They've been to get them to that point, but just think like, oh man, there's like more to life than just how I perform in this sport that hurts me a lot.
Exactly.
Simone Biles is 27, by the way.
27, so that's incredible.
Her being 27, Trinity Thomas, if she wanted to, she could. But like those girls, man, they can
Don't
just
forget,
they can do camps.
I know they're little.
Gosh,
they've probably got
money.
They've got to work their diet.
Yeah.
Do you want to just wait? You know what I mean?
Well, it's funny. It's funny you asked
diet,
that.
Man.
I asked Leanne. I was like, Leanne, what's your diet like? She's like, I eat everything.
Really?
I was like, oh, cool. It's like, so you got a seafood diet? You seafood and you eat it? She's like, yeah, pretty much.
That is pretty cool that you were talking to an Olympian. It'll be in Paris in 2 weeks. Did you tell her to bring a portable air conditioner?
No, I didn't tell her. I didn't tell her.
Asked her about that.
Oh my God, I should have asked her about that. You're right.
What were they thinking? Hey, we're gonna build the Olympic Village in France, where 5,000 people died
during the summer. In the middle of the
summer, where it's predicted that Paris, the most densely populated city in Europe, is going to have many thousand more heat-related deaths. Build the Olympic Village with no air conditioning. We're going to cool it with cold pipes underneath the flooring.
If that would have been
on the ground,
if that would have been like, mid-September, you say, okay, like it seems like, but no, it's summer Olympics.
Yeah, how about that?
Summer.
How about that? I'm a little surprised you haven't seen this Cooper Flagg play that much.
I've seen a little bit of him. The highlights. He's long. He's athletic, man. Yeah, he's number one player. They say he's going to be one and done out of Duke, man. I hope so.
Kawhi's off the team. Was there anything backstory there?
It said it was he's coming back from his knee. I guess he just probably didn't look 1,000%.
Yeah.
And they were like, let's not risk it. The Clippers in the Derek White. Oh, that's a great pickup. That's a great role. I mean, role player.
He was
guy.
on the Mavs, or he was a role player, one of the teams that made it Celtics, yeah.
They won the championship, yeah.
Celtics, yeah.
Oh no, he's. I mean, he's like a role player, but even more. Like they can't win without him.
Did you see Zach Edey? Made the team for
Man.
Canada.
They're saying he's Canada, but his first summer league game.
So he's playing well.
14 points, 15 rebounds, like 5 blocks. He's going to be a force in the NBA. Early prediction for him to be rookie of the year right now. Too early, but I mean, he got a shot blocked by Walker Kessler, got his rebound, and then dunked right on his head.
Was Kessler the old Auburn guy?
Yeah.
Old Auburn.
Which I was surprised to see him playing in summer league because he's a good player.
Guy.
Yeah, I think this is his second year in the NBA. Usually, a guy that's already played 2 seasons doesn't have to go back to something. I don't know. Maybe they just wanted him to get some reps because their season did end early. Did the Jazz make the playoffs?
Did you see the?
I don't think so.
Did you see the mean-spirited thing that went viral? It was mean-spirited. It said something to the effect of "Congratulations, Bronny James, for getting named to fill in that Team USA spot."
Oh my gosh!
Making fun that hey, just let Bronny have the spot. Just give it to Bronny.
Oh my gosh!
Kawhi spot goes to Bronny.
Oh my gosh! By the way, this is something that we followed closely last year, going back to the small ball with stitches. Juan DeFranco, he was formerly charged in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Put on
underage stuff.
Yeah, yeah, not good.
Oh.
And the MLB is just waiting to hear what happens in Puerto Rico before I think they still have him on like the exempt list or something like that.
And this doesn't matter at all. This is stuff if it's true, but he was a young superstar.
Oh my gosh.
Waiting.
The Rays were going to be really with him. The Rays were going to be
their shortstop for 15 years.
Yeah.
And all-star shortstop. We've talked a little bit.
21 years old, 20 years old.
We had a lot of baseball talk yesterday. Man, Major League Baseball last year was almost a rebirth with the new rules, and Major League Baseball, almost everything they touched last year worked, and it was a good season. It was a good comeback. This first half, and I know we got a week left basically, but the first half of Major League Baseball has been wonderful. Wonderful young stars.
Yeah, it has been, and the fact that there's 32 first-timers in the All-Star game.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, that's pretty good, huh?
And they're and most of them are 23 and under.
Wow,
it's a young, new marketable group of people. I always point this out too.
Are you cool? Oh, do you like when these guys hit singles and doubles and they do like a little something on the base? Are you cool? Because I know you didn't do that when.
I don't know what you're talking
about.
Like
when a guy hits a double, gets on base, and he does.
The Dodgers guys do like a little.
They do their little. Yeah, I can do without it because some of it looks kind of.
It's heavy. It's heavy in college baseball.
I know. Yeah,
they do it a lot in college.
They all it's almost a touchdown move or something. Oh, I should have my phone off. I was waiting on Dr. Fake.
Southeast orthopedic specialist.
If we have a y'all know what a kangaroo court is? Do y'all know what a very nice drop in right there?
Yeah.
Do y'all know what a kangaroo court is? Like
your face?
Teams in the no, that's very mean. Gosh darn, Patrick. Mean. I told you guys he's mean. This guy's mean. Kangaroo court is like sports teams will have if you do something dumb in the game, you got to put $10 in, or you miss a sign in baseball, and there's a kangaroo court. You got to put money in, you get fined a little bit. Y'all should have just fined me. You shouldn't have your phone ringer on during a broadcast.
Mine was on earlier too, so we'll neutralize it out. Yeah,
fair enough.
Yeah, my phone rang.
Or we have to give Zach both $5 each.
Oh,
no?
Okay.
$5 that would double what I'm making right now. That'd be awesome.
How about that? How about that? By the way, Zach, you see, he's one of our producers. Zach will be in on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays here on our show. And Zach will be on the road a lot. But Zach Rothrock.
That's right.
Rothrock.
No relation to the new Florida baseball pit. Well,
sophomore.
I guess she'll be a rising sophomore. Yeah,
Star.
Sophomore.
I mean, she was a huge recruit.
Oh my God, yeah. I mean, I'm a fan. I mean, I had to check out what the Rothrock is doing. For
Only
the
2
Gators.
Rothrocks are in the world, and I kind of know both of them.
I've never met one that I'm not related to ever. So,
Rothrock.
I need to I don't know. Can we do like a jersey swap or something? I don't really know how we can do. Yeah, I would like to do that.
I guess. Have you met her? Because you do some work in Gainesville.
No, I definitely haven't. I don't know how I would initiate that. That's weird.
Do you have a family history of Rothrock? Is that an Indian name? Is that a?
I looked it up one time.
You're from South Carolina, right?
I saw that it had a German country of origin. I don't know anything about that. Yeah, but yeah, I'm from South Carolina. The ones I'm related to are from South Carolina.
Yeah, I was going to say, are the Rothrock roots in the Low Country in South Carolina?
Well, I'm from the upstate.
Okay, upstate.
But yeah, they just live in a small town called Lancaster.
Rothrock.
Yep, the Rothrock.
If you had $1 for every time there was a tongue-twisting mispronunciation, how filthy rich would you be?
Well, I would have a couple bucks. actually,
Really? It looks so straightforward.
I feel like it's not that tough. I feel like it's really not.
It looks so. It's so easy. Like, what do you hear when? What are some bad pronunciations you get?
Oh, yeah. Well, when I was in kindergarten, everyone called me Zachary Ruff because that's like what the teacher kind of said at one time.
Ruff.
Yeah, and I was like,
oh, that hurts if you're a young kid and the teacher mispronounces that in front of everybody.
Yeah, I mean, it was a detrimental moment.
If I get too personal, say Terry, well, you're getting too personal. You're married.
I am.
Did wifey have a little, I'm going to keep my own name?
Oh, God. Well, I mean, we actually thought about potentially hyphenating her last name and splicing it with mine. I don't want to, dox my whole personality. Her maiden name was Bartanovsky. We're going to go with Bartanovsky Rothrock, but we decided to not do that because it might have been a little bit too much.
That's brutal.
It would have only been
unless you're playing script
like
that is brutal.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Just.
When you're going to say Smith or something.
I thought he was going to say, Davis.
So she actually got easier by taking my last name.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot of consonants.
What was her last name?
Give me that name again.
It's Bartanovsky.
Holy cow.
Bart.
What? Now the spinoff question to that, Zach. Here's the spinoff
Telling
question.
your wife.
Why did she not get married to anybody at 14 years old just to get rid of Bartanovsky?
Yeah, or something. They could. I think they had serious considerations of just chopping it down to Bart.
Do you have any? So that was. That's her father's last name. Do you know what her mother's maiden name was? Smith, Jones, Davis.
I don't know. I'm going to get hacked.
We're setting them up. You're setting them up, man.
Stop it. When daughter came home and Mom, I'm getting married, and she said, wow.
To Rothrock.
She said, we'll take it though, right?
Yeah, it's easier. It'll be an easier setup for sure.
My goodness, the things you learn.
There you go.
The things you learned.
I know, right?
Man. Norvelle.
Easy. Young. Rothrock.
I've told this story a million times though. My nephew, who's
Mike Norvelle.
His name is Mike Norvelle, biggest Gator fan in the world. He lives here, works here, born here, biggest Gator fan in the world. And about 5 years ago, his life went upside down.
Poor guy.
Everywhere he goes.
Poor guy.
Yeah, Mike Norvelle. Everywhere he goes, they ask him about it. I get asked a lot about it. I get that a lot.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Are you related to the FSU coach?
Yeah.
Spelled a little bit different, but no. I have an E on the end.
Yep.
Norvelle with an E somewhere on there. And Mike Norvelle, the FSU coach, no E on the end.
Oh, really? Okay, gotcha.
There's another
a lot of high hopes, man, in Tallahassee.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing just.
Again, what was your record against FSU in basketball when you were at Florida?
4-0.
4-0.
But my thing here is just
4-0.
I just don't know, does DJU make them better? Or is he good? I think he probably could. I'm just not high on him, man. I don't think he wins games.
I mean, he's never done anything
to make you
him.
No.
FSU, sending it to Gainesville real quick, I think Florida State would do backflips if they got the season out of DJU that Florida got out of Graham Mertz.
Yeah,
Graham Mertz was a huge recruit. Went to Wisconsin, probably picked the wrong offense for the kind of player he is.
Yeah.
But Graham Mertz was a 4.5 five-star recruit. DJ was a huge recruit, and it just didn't happen.
I think it hurts that he's not really like an athletic runner. He's not a runner either. It hurts that you can't trust it because it opens up so much for your game when you got a guy that can just extend.
It'll be fun too because they play Clemson, right?
Yeah.
You know where
the new Clemson quarterback stayed.
Kublik.
He stayed. Yeah. I'm thinking Ohio State's quarterback left.
Big recruit, but they think they got the Kansas State guy in Ohio State to come in. Ohio State's loaded. God almighty. It's a
make or break here for Ryan.
It's a hot seat for him because they are supposed to be so good.
Yeah.
And that can be hard. You rattle off 11-1.
Because they're trying to buy a banner. That's what Ohio State's trying to do. I don't.
Man, they have.
And they put everything into it. And talking yesterday, was I mean, money does not guarantee that you're going to see a banner up there.
They've got some talent, man.
Yeah.
Woo! Do they have talent? But yeah, he's got a. It's almost going to be win it all, or they may say, Ryan, you're a great coach. You know how they are at Ohio State.
It's crazy, man.
And Michigan.
Why move on though? Because it's still a dynasty.
And Michigan.
It's still a dynasty.
And Michigan got good again.
Yeah. Well, you better win that game. That's. But now you don't have to. But in terms of keeping your seat cool, the Ohio State Michigan, because now I just love that one game is not going to end your career, in your season, as far as having a chance to make the playoffs. We should have had playoffs in the 80s. Goodness gracious! Just think all those teams that maybe they had one slip up, one loss, but they but they deserve to have a chance to keep playing because they had gotten like Alabama last year, they peaked. They started out really slow last year, and then they became a powerhouse.
Really started. I mean, think of where Alabama started, where they ended. Think of where Jalen Milroe started and ended.
Got benched, man.
I mean, he got benched in Tampa, right? He got benched. He didn't start against South Florida, and Alabama barely beat South Florida.
Barely beat South Florida.
South Florida.
South Florida hasn't been good in a long time in football. Basketball, they figured it out.
They're doing a real smart thing, though. They're building their own on-campus facility.
Finally.
And they've got to. You can't, and Miami's got to do something. You can't not have your on-campus facility. In modern day, you can't share a stadium.
Can Miami, switch to a public university and have more, to build more fans to make their school bigger?
God, we've got 50-something days before that game, Florida-Miami, but my God, a monster game for
Siri,
for the two head coaches.
How many days until college football starts?
45. Ask her. Ask her, Siri, how many days until August 24th? Just ask real quick.
Hey, Siri, how many days until August 24th?
45. 44?
45 days.
45? You should know that, Patrick. Every day now, you should know exactly when.
Okay.
August 24th, Florida State, Georgia Tech. There are several games that day, but that's the one that kicks the game off. That's a nooner here, and they're playing at 5 in Dublin. You should know all that. Okay?
I think we Dr.
You're fined $5 in the Kangaroo Court.
Dr. Bates just texted me back here. I think we might still be able to get him on.
Okay, let's take a break and see if we can hook up with Dr. Aaron Bates, our Southeast orthopedic specialist, orthopedic surgeon. And Patrick, are you going to ask him about cauliflower ear? How'd that come up? Oh, you saw somebody's ear fall off. Patrick saw a guy's ear fall off last week.
It exploded, just not
MMA
being
guy?
bitten. Elbow to the ear, and just
you asked about
so
that.
watched it once, didn't watch it again.
Let's take a break, talk some sports medicine
once was too
on
many.
The other side with our buddy Dr. Aaron Bates.
At Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, we know pain and injuries can stop you from doing what you love. This is why our board-certified orthopedic specialists offer the latest in both non-surgical and surgical treatment options and create a treatment plan tailored to your unique lifestyle and goals. So, whether it is a sports injury or that nagging pain that's keeping you from doing what you love, our team has the right treatment for you. For more information or to schedule an appointment online, visit our website.
Finally, a family atmosphere, kid-friendly restaurant with a real sports bar feel. Rick's Jack's Beach features all of that and a large, climate-controlled covered patio with misting fans and heaters for all seasons. Mix in an extremely diverse menu that features the most quality and affordable steak at the beach, and there's no reason not to enjoy your next lunch, dinner, happy hour, or big sporting event at Rick's Jack's Beach, 300 2nd Street North in Jacksonville Beach. See you at Rick's Jack's Beach.
I was tempted.
It's more than just food. It's a tradition, a heritage. It's about my family and the smiles on their faces. It's about the flavor, the meat, the love, the community. Our community. Barbecue is who we are, and it's what we do.
The Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network is streaming. I'm Stuart Weber, and I'm here to teach you a nice three-step process on how you can watch all your favorite programming from the Brent and Austin Show every weekday 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. or the Cup Date with me. It's fantastic. We talk NASCAR. It's a great time. Wednesdays at 1 o'clock. All right, first step, easy. Download the Action News Jacks app. You probably already have it downloaded on your phone, so you might already have that one taken care of. Step 2. See that stack of pancakes up there? You click that stack of pancakes, and it's going to bring down step number 3, which is a full screen of all the different streams that you can click on, including the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 stream. You click that, the video's rocking and rolling on your mobile device. You're watching all the shows you want to, and you're having a good time. You can also do it on your smart TV with the Action News Jacks Now app. I do it on my Samsung TV at home. It's a great way to watch it on a nice, large screen for all the content. That's the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network. Hope you can find it.
You trust CGC to make your water great, and now you can trust CGC with your plumbing needs as well. Fast, convenient scheduling, licensed and insured. A quick call away at 904-552-1242.
You never know when you're going to have an issue with a shower, toilet, or maybe it's a sink that sometimes is easy to fix. All right, let's be honest. I'm not fixing anything. I'm totally staging this because when I have a plumbing problem, I call CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing.
Trained professionals, transparent pricing, customer satisfaction. Small problem or even a bigger issue. Maybe you need a new tankless water heater or something a bit more intricate. The experts with 25 years of experience at CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing can do it all. Call 904-552-1242 or visit cgcwater.com. That's 904-552-1242 or cgcwater.com. CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing, an authorized independent Connecticut dealer. Florida license number CFC 1432579.
Wednesday edition. The Wednesdays are brought to you on the Young and Norvelle show by Twin Peaks, as Patrick Young is doing some kind of crazy dance. I don't know what that is, but everybody that is watching is watching that.
Yeah.
Back here on the show, we were saying hi to Brent Martineau a moment ago, and Pat, I don't know if you heard this at the beginning of the show. Earlier, I was tuned in to Brent and Austin, their show from 10 to 1 here on Action Sports Jacks, and can you do something about this? They were doing their show, both of them sitting in a massage chair.
What?
A full massage chair. They were at Furniture Source in the Avenues Mall. They did the whole show in a massage chair, both of them. Patrick, can we do something like that?
I got to know how that deal came to fruition, how they set that one up.
Man, that is good stuff, man. And getting paid.
Yeah.
Getting paid sitting in a massage chair. That is nuts.
Is that their every Wednesday spot now?
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm looking forward to that day.
Hey, a couple of things just bouncing around. We're still trying to hook up with Dr. Aaron Bates. We'll work things out. Obviously, we moved our show to Wednesdays, and we're working on his schedule as well from Southeast Orthopedic Specialist. Did you hear yesterday? I haven't corroborated it, but it's pretty strong. Word is that Miley Cyrus will be the Super Bowl halftime. Is she a big enough girl? She got enough panache to pull that off?
Yeah, but she's pretty controversial.
Yeah.
But I guess
I know a couple of her songs.
Last year was
I don't know.
Gosh,
I can't remember. I don't really follow.
Dolly Parton.
It was Dolly. Was that when she came out in the Dallas Cowboy uniform?
She did. I think
Dolly Parton was the entertainment
with Beyonce.
Maybe that was that pregame? Was that Dolly Parton wasn't the halftime? When was that?
I saw her on television.
She came out in the Dallas Cowboy.
And everyone was like, who put Dolly in that outfit? She about to fall.
Who didn't put Dolly in that outfit? Go Dolly.
85.
You shut your filthy mouth.
She's like 85.
Gosh darn, ageism here.
I think,
Is Miley Cyrus a big enough girl, though, to be the international Super Bowl halftime performer?
Yes.
Question number one. Question number two, we got into this a little bit yesterday, and I just threw this out there because my mind. My mind wanders at times.
Okay.
Does the Super Bowl halftime entertainment always have to be a musical performance?
No.
Could it be a comedian? Could it be could it be a skit? Could it be a juggler?
It could be a
does
skit.
It always have to be music?
No, it could be a really cool skit. Yeah, why not? Well, yeah.
A 20-minute comedian would be great.
It's like the NFL is now kind of pigeonholing themselves and only because in college basketball and college football, we got the band, but in college basketball you got Red Panda. You know Red Panda?
Red Panda the one with the bowls that land up top? Yeah, do that for 20 minutes.
And you got the little Chihuahua.
Oh,
you got the guy that balances everything on his chin.
You can never go wrong with Frisbee dogs, right? Frisbee dogs.
Oh,
great.
This dog does way more than Frisbee.
But seriously, ask yourself, from now until the end of time, does the Super Bowl halftime show always have to be a musical performance? Why not a comedian? Why not a skit? Why not a juggler? No?
Say something crazy.
Huh?
They might say something crazy.
Well, I mean,
Can you imagine putting Dave Chappelle out there?
Well, I mean, you got to no different than the musical performer, or band.
Yeah.
There have been times where some of them have had some stuff happening.
I mean, you naked by the end of this song.
Over the history.
Remember that?
No, actually, no. Who's that?
Justin Timberlake and Whitney Houston.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that one. But I mean, like the history of the Rolling Stones, they had some very controversial things, but they performed. And the history of, you could go on and on.
Snoop Dogg, he performed 2 years ago.
Nice.
When they had Snoop Dogg, Eminem, 50 Cent, and they had women dressing in scantily ways.
Mike said, and I was at this game, Mike said the chin balancer that was at the Florida basketball game. I was at that game. They had a chin balancer. This guy balanced like a 16-foot ladder, a refrigerator. He balanced things on unbelievable on his chin.
There's the older guy that balances on all those chairs. He stacks them up as he goes.
That scares me, man.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you who it shouldn't be. And this is so mean of me. I was working a Sharks game this year, right? And down at the arena, right? Sharks game, and it was like halftime. And they had an entertainer. This is who it will not be. So, and it might have been a theme. It might have been a theme night. I think it might have been like Hawaiian night or something. Okay. So they had this like Samoan guy, and it was like the skirt the Samoan guys wear, and he had no shirt. He had he was the whole.
Is it like Moana thing?
Yeah.
Like that?
So he runs out there, and he was going to he had a baton lit on fire. Both ends were fire, because they do that in that culture, right? This poor guy, this will not be the Super Bowl halftime. He runs out midfield, AstroTurf, in the arena down here, Sharks game, and his music comes on, the lights go out, his baton is lit, there's fire on both ends, and here he goes. Patrick, 5 seconds into his routine, he dropped it, and a little bit of the turf starts catching on fire. I swear to God. It was great. It was great.
That's awful.
It was great.
Oh my God.
Hey, to his credit.
What did he do? Did he keep going? Just
thank you.
Yeah.
Well, that was pretty cool. Did you see that? To his credit, he picked it up and he banged out a perfect routine after that.
Okay, good.
But Patrick, it was like something caught your hair on fire and it was just singeing for a minute, and everybody saw it. He burnt the field.
Oh my God.
It was great.
That is great.
That's
one of one.
It was. You mentioned Snoop Dogg. We about to get our fella Snoop Dogg.
Oh yeah.
He's
going to be great.
It's going to be wonderful.
Oh,
he is good. He's going to be part of the Olympics all 3 weeks.
Why can't we have someone that just makes sports? It's the way he doesn't need to be he's not an expert, but like just the way he entertains and talks about it.
Hey, you just hit, that was awesome. Did you hear that? That pop? That was great.
Yeah, I sound so good now.
You do.
That's all sticks then. Are you in good hands?
Speaking of Snoop, he's going to appear all 3 weeks, not just 1 week or one night on the Olympics. He's doing coverage. He's helping coverage. Yeah. Speaking of Snoop, speaking of the arena, and I was brokenhearted. He was scheduled to come here about maybe 18 months ago, and that tour got canceled for some reason. I was looking forward. Wouldn't you love to go see Snoop?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's so iconic. And we're going to have a chance to go see Snoop. He's great, man, because he's self-deprecating. He doesn't take himself too serious. I love that guy.
He does, and I love that he just is he does everything. Like you said, I'm sure he doesn't say yes to everything, but he says yes to a lot of things in terms of what he does. I think he's kind of got that, I'm just going to do everything I can before I die.
D-O-double-G.
D-O-double-G. Yeah, he does well with that Uber Eats commercial or DoorDash, whatever it is.
Now, he dropped the dog part. He's just Snoop.
Just Snoop.
He's just Snoop. I wonder why. What's the deal with he just got too old to be Snoop Dogg?
I guess.
Yeah.
But he still says D-O-double-G.
So did he go to a vet and put the dog down?
Oh, my gosh.
Snuck that one in. How do you like that?
It's time for a break here.
How you like that?
Yeah, break on bad joke break. No. That's our thing. When you tell a bad joke, that means we got to go on a break.
We'd have a long segment then. We'd have a long, you know what segment? Long segment. Man. Hey, let me make sure I tell people we're not sitting at Twin Peaks. That's normally our Wednesday home, but this is our Wednesday sponsor. We love just going out there. It's a lot of fun. We've yet to be out there. Starting next week, we'll go back to our locations as we are kicking off our first week here as a happy hour show. But man, Twin Peaks is a blast at lunchtime, and we were out there a ton.
Yeah.
Basically, our whole show, we've been out there. That's was our Wednesday spot, but we'll be out there now at happy hour.
Yep.
How fun is that going to be?
Oh man, it's going to be perfect.
People getting off work, coming by.
The visual is great. Yeah.
The girls are great. Obviously, they're all beautiful, but they're fun.
Yeah.
The atmosphere in there, the TV
Good
setup.
personalities.
The TV setup at Twin Peaks is ridiculous.
Yeah.
It is. I mean, spot on. I bet you they were packed today. Right. The England-Netherlands soccer match is either now or just ending.
Yeah.
Right? Did you see Spain beat France 2-1? They scored 2 goals in 5 minutes.
Nice.
That had to break France's
heart. Oh my gosh, yeah. Because I know France was up the most of the game.
I watched about 5 minutes.
You did?
I was near a TV.
I'm so proud of you.
The crowd was unbelievable. How about that, huh?
You.
How about that?
Look at them.
You know, soccer's a kick in the grass. You know that?
It's a kick in the grass.
They used to market it like that. Get it? It's a kick in the grass. Soccer. The crowd yesterday, I didn't see any of the match today. It may be going on right now. The crowd yesterday was off the chain. You know, I mean, they were into that match.
Where were you at?
I was actually here at the studio.
Yeah.
We were doing some work, and there were some TVs, and I was peeking at that match. The crowd was unbelievable. The Netherlands is...
Oh, dude, you seen their fans? I got to show you this video.
Are they the ones... They're orange colored?
Orange colored.
Because nobody can... What do they go by? The Dutch?
The Dutch. I still don't understand that.
Me either.
Oh, my gosh. They are some of the best fans.
They're the orange team.
Look at this,
right?
dude. Look at this.
The Dutch, the Netherlands.
Oh, I don't have. You gotta get me on this Wi-Fi.
And what?
Here we go.
What's their country? Oh, where are they at? What in the world? Why is there like tear gas? It looks like tear gas on them. Ay. Look at those guys.
They get so amped.
What's their country name? Do we have Dr. Bates? Oh, we got Dr. Bates. Dr. Bates, welcome to the show. I'm not sure you really want to be on. There he is.
There he is.
Hey, Dr. Bates, how the heck are you?
That good-looking guy.
I'll tell you.
How you guys doing?
We're doing well. Good to see you.
Doing well. Thank you for adapting. I know you've had to adapt your schedule a little bit because we've moved to the happy hour show. Number one, thanks for your adapting. Have you seen the commercial we have? I think you're in one of the commercials. Are you in one of the very beginning commercials? I think it's you.
Hell no.
I haven't seen it.
I tell you, how many?
You mean my commercial or your?
Yeah.
SOS, Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
Yes. I'm in one of the commercials in the beginning. Yeah.
You're working on a guy.
There we go.
You're working on a guy's knee, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Glad to have you. For people, we just kind of wanted to introduce you. We'll do this on Wednesdays.
First time our listeners will now viewers get to see
Dr. Bates. We'll do it on Wednesdays. We talk about the sports injuries of note in and around really the country, but Doc will probably encourage people that might have a question or two to text us in a question and things like that. Patrick had something crazy he wanted to ask you. I don't think you should ask Dr. Bates, but go ahead.
It's not crazy. So I was on and I a highlight of a UFC fight. Guy has cauliflower ear in his right ear. And honestly, it's not the worst looking one that I ever seen, but he gets an elbow right in his ear.
Ooh.
And his ear looked like it came off.
Right.
It was so good. So I guess it just made me intrigued me. What is cauliflower? How do you get it? Can you treat it? Obviously, once you start getting hit, the best thing is
in the headlock.
The best thing probably is to not keep getting hit in the ear. But these guys in MMA and UFC and rugby, you see they have it all the time. So yeah, teach us what is that?
Yeah, so that's something that we see a lot in rugby. We see it in wrestlers.
Yeah.
MMA, martial arts, that type of thing, where you take repeated blows to the ear. That or a lot of friction where it's kind of ears rubbing on a mat or rubbing on somebody else or something like that.
Yeah.
And so what happens is you get bleeding into right underneath the skin. So there's really not a lot of soft tissue there. It's just really skin and then cartilage. And so there's not a lot of soft tissue. So when you bleed into that area, over time you get a lot of scarring, and that's where you get the deformity. And but yeah, I mean,
that's the scarring.
If you stop doing the act that causes that, you can get it fixed. But if you're going to continue to do what you're doing, why get it fixed? Because it's just going to mess it up again.
So hey man, could you quit hit? So just tell the opponent, hey, could you quit hitting me in the ear, man? I was wondering if you could just quit hitting me in the ear.
So is there a procedure that I guess if a person has it, then they'd say, all right, yeah, I'm not going to fight anymore to get that deformity to go away?
Yeah,
Or-
so acutely, let's say it just happens one time, and before you actually develop cauliflower ear, the thing to do is to aspirate or remove that blood, that fluid there, that will eventually scar in, so you don't get it. So you can prevent it, that way. But most of the people don't prevent it because they're going back to doing their same
Right.
activity. Now, if you've had it over the years and you're like, man, I need to get this fixed. I'm not fighting anymore. I'm not wrestling anymore. I'm not playing rugby or whatnot. Yeah, you go to a plastic surgeon to get it reconstructed.
Plastic surgeon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those are ones that are experts in that.
Doc, let me change topics. Talking with obviously Dr. Aaron Bates from Southeast Orthopedic Specialist. We do this every Wednesday, and we'll continue. Midsummer now, very active time of year. Midsummer, is this like peak time? I mean, are you seeing the boating accident guys, the skateboard guys, they've been playing pickleball, and is this peak time because people are so active in this, midsummer time? Is this peak time for you guys?
Well, it's peak time for certain things, but then a lot of people are just kind of vacationing as well, so they're out of town and things like that. So sometimes you get a little slower during the summer, but then you have the younger folks that are trying to train and get better for the next season. So you have summer ball, you got summer soccer, you got folks training for football. There you got AAU basketball and things like that. So you're still seeing some of those injuries. Probably not as much as when school starts in August. But yeah, as far as the recreational weekend warrior type stuff or just weekend vacationers on boats, we see that.
Does it matter? I would imagine some people come in and see yourself, a doctor like you, and they might not want to say how they tweaked or hurt their knee or their ankle or their shoulder. You know what I mean? How they actually did it, and they probably do the old fishtail kind of a little bit.
Well, that's a good question, Doc. What's the craziest story that you've heard of how someone may have? You're like, what you were doing Doc, what, and how did that?
Does it matter if you know the truth to how they got hurt? I mean, they say, well, I was playing pickup soccer, but it was really, I was carrying groceries downstairs. Does it matter to you or how it happened at all? Or
for the most part, it doesn't. Sometimes, it helps to know the mechanism so that I can better assess the injury and know what needs to happen next, know what I'm thinking in my mind as far as diagnoses and differential diagnosis of what could be going on with their joint or bone or whatever is messed up. But otherwise, it's just, it is what it is. And you're right. There are people that come in with stories that they don't want to tell because they're so embarrassed.
And you can tell. Right. You can tell, can't you? You could probably tell that. No, I think you actually were on an 8-foot ladder and needed some more height, so you added a box on top of the 8-foot ladder, and that's how you fell.
Yeah, there was a commercial, insurance commercial. A guy was climbing up this rack of stuff in his garage, trying to get the stool.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the whole rack falls down.
But I know I would probably be that guy if nobody saw, if I looked at this and I got to call Dr. Bates and I did something really stupid, I'd probably fishtail my bit, and say, I was helping a nun across the street.
There's countless times where folks will say, I wish I had a better story for this, but this is how it happened, and they just fess up, and like, all right, it's okay, we'll fix it.
Kind of what he said. We won't put you on the spot now, but on a future Wednesday, if you could think of one or two, and we'll do like the old Perry Mason, the name has been changed to protect the innocent thing. We won't give out the names, but if you could think of some of those crazy stories, I bet you have good stories, and I bet it wouldn't be hard for you to peel sitting in your office. Come on.
My sister would have some real ones too.
Hey, come on, Steve. Is that really how you hurt your knee?
I'm sure if I really sat down and brainstormed, I could come up with quite a few.
and Doc, we'll let you go. I want to go back to a topic that we've had, and I've seen that, and I don't want to be old man, get off my lawn, but I've spent last 4 or 5 months around a sports complex that is very baseball and softball centric.
Oh yeah.
My goodness. And we'll get serious for a quick second. I played baseball. I played through college. I loved the game. I watched these kids. I think they just play too much. Doc, they just too many games and too many practices, and knowing that they just wrapped up a high school season, and even the younger ones, Doc, I just see, I've seen some kids playing baseball, particularly this summer, in a bunch of games, and I see them, and you can almost see on their face, I just want to be a summer kid right now. They play too many games.
Yeah. I mean, it's a thing. It's first of all, it's really, it can be a money grab.
Yeah, totally agree with that.
Yeah.
Totally
But everybody's trying to get ahead. Everybody's trying to get a leg up on the next athlete, so maybe they can get a scholarship or go into the league or whatever. And what goes by the wayside is the kids' well-being. Not only their physical well-being, but their mental and emotional well-being as well. I mean, you'll get kids that, they're really great at 8, 9, 10, 11, and then as they get into high school, they just get burnt out. Then they end up not playing anyway. And so,
Doc, I'm gonna throw one more thing at you. Just I want to hear your smart comment about what you just said, the mental aspect. Another thing I saw, Patrick, and being serious here for a moment, I saw this in these seasons that just wrapped up. I want to go to the 6 and 8-year-olds, 6, 8, 10-year-olds, okay? The younger guys, the younger kids. They're playing their game. T-ball, maybe not full pitch yet. They're playing their game. And obviously, there are a ton of parents there. These kids, parents have to bring them. Every time something happens, there are 50 parents screaming to go, 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 and then there's 50 other. Every time something happens, everybody's screaming. These poor kids are like, "What? Run! Catch it! Throw it! No! Go back!" Doc, I'm saying from the mental aspect, these kids must be frightened. 2 hours of that, 4 times a week, they're getting screamed at. Yes or no? I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I think some kids will just get used to that, But if there's already some underlying issue of, let's say, ADHD or something like that that's going on, I can make that worse, most definitely.
Yeah. Every parent seems like, I'm going to out-scream. I've got to let little Johnny hear he needs to run to first or pick it up. And dude, it's every play is a crowd screaming, and the kid's 8 years old.
Well, I'm sure. I think we asked Dr. Bates this before of like the youngest patient he's had that's had a major kind of injury. I don't know if it was like 13 or 14, and he may have said he had to do a knee or something on. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but you let me know. Go ahead.
ACL 12, 13. Open growth plates, things like that you have to deal with. They're still growing. And so, you see those all. I mean, I see them, and I'm not even a pediatric orthopedist.
Yeah.
I mean, the pediatric orthopedists see them way more than I do.
Right.
They see them even younger. They'll see the 7, 8, 9-year-olds, 10-year-olds, a lot more.
With that, what you just said, with the growth plate still being open, how does that change for how you would do a ACL?
Well, it depends on how open they are and when we think they're closing and things like that. And so it depends on the graft type, where we take the tissue from to make a new ACL. Obviously we want to use soft tissue. You don't want to put any bone over the growth plate because it'll stop that part of the growth plate.
Yeah, right. Yeah, interesting.
And so there's different ways to do those things. We try to avoid the growth plates as much as we can when they're still open. Yeah.
Are there good?
In that case,
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I know, Doc. I know we're over time a little bit here with you. Has medicine gotten to the point where you guys can really tell? Okay, I think Johnny's going to be about 6'2", 6'3". I think that is it gotten that good to where they can really?
Well, yeah. I mean, there's a way to tell those things. Like we can predict how tall somebody's going to be. We're not always right, but because people have growth spurts and things like that. There's actually a way to do it and it's not done that much, but you can get an X-ray of somebody's hand and you send it to a radiologist to look at that, and they can predict, when their growth plates are going to close. Maybe not how tall they're going to be, but when their growth plates are going to close. Whether they're 14-year-old guy, their growth plate's about to close at 15 and 6 months or something like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, as orthopedists, we look at, growth plates around the body part that's injured. And so, like as for example, like a knee, we look at the growth plate at the end of the femur bone, at the top of the tibia bone, and we can kind of tell by way of how thin that growth plate may be, to predict, oh, they don't really have that much time growing, they're not going to grow that much more. And sometimes we're wrong, right? And so we do a procedure and it affects that growth plate, and you have something called growth arrest on one part. It's not really that for like an ACL, it's going to stop the whole leg from growing, but what it does is stop one side from growing and the other side continues to grow. And that's where you get angular deformities.
Holy cow.
Holy
cow.
Yeah.
Doc, we'll
like
get you out of here. I will say this.
Wow.
My great-grandmother, she helped raise us, and she told me a long time ago, I was talking to her one time, and Grandma, I'm going to be short. I'm shortest kid. And my great-grandmother, Myrtle Cope, told me, Terry, you'll grow until you're 24. Boy, she missed that. I stopped growing at about 8.
Oh my God.
Stopped growing at about 8. She told me I would grow till I'm 24. Don't worry about it. That's what she told me.
Well,
yeah, you were correct in that because you are short. Yeah.
Well, mine is opposite. My pediatric doctor, family doctor when I was young, predicted that I was going to be 6'8".
How about that?
Right on.
How about that, Dr. Bates? Thanks for. I know we had a little issue getting up and getting you on here. We'll work it around your schedule when you need it. But we love the segment. I think all of our listeners did and viewers will as we do it here in Happy Hour. Thanks, buddy. Have a great rest of your afternoon.
Thank you. You too. It's awesome. Thanks.
That's our buddy, Dr. Aaron Bates from Southeast Orthopedic Specialist, one of our wonderful sponsors. Let's take a quick break, kind of reset, and get out of here. Yeah,
really quick break.
We'll take a quick break, kind of regroup, and say goodbye.
You going to do some push-ups?
I'm not going to do. Why would I do? I went to the gym this morning. And a haircut. I've got a hat on, but I got a haircut, too. It looks fabulous.
You're growing up.
I am growing up right before your eyes.
Harvard of the South.
One more segment left of this mess on a Wednesday, the Young and Norvelle Show.
Finally, a family atmosphere, kid-friendly restaurant with a real sports bar feel. Rick's Jack's Beach features all of that and a large, climate-controlled covered patio with misting fans and heaters for all seasons. Mix in an extremely diverse menu that features the most quality and affordable steak at the beach, and there's no reason not to enjoy your next lunch, dinner, happy hour, or big sporting event at Rick's Jack's Beach, 300 2nd Street North in Jacksonville Beach. See you at Rick's Jack's Beach.
For over 20 years, Southeast Orthopedic Specialists has been providing the highest level of orthopedic and spine care to patients throughout Northeast Florida. Now, we're making that same great care even more convenient with Southeast Orthopedic Specialists Direct, a walk-in clinic where you can be seen for pain or injuries with no appointment needed. Staffed by orthopedic physicians and specialists, we offer everything from diagnosis and treatment to imaging and bracing, all with no appointment needed. For more information, hours, and locations, visit our website.
I was tempted.
It's more than just food. It's a tradition, a heritage. It's about my family and the smiles on their faces. It's about the flavor, the meat, the love, the community. Our community. Barbecue is who we are, and it's what we do.
Hey everyone, Olivia Tasley here from Action Sports Jacks to tell you all the different ways you can watch our new 24/7 network. 3 easy steps. You don't even need a pen and paper to write it down. Step number 1, download the app. Search Action News Jacks in your app store either on your phone or your smart TV. Then, once you're on the app, click on that little drop-down menu in the upper left-hand corner with the 3 little lines. That'll show you these options, and boom, right here, click Action Sports Jacks 24/7, and you will be brought to our continuous stream channel. That app can be accessed through all these different platforms, whether you have Roku, Fire TV, Smart TV, Apple TV, or Google TV, you can find our app. Now, if you don't have access to the app, don't worry, we still got you covered. We're across all social media platforms from Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, Twitch. We have a podcast channel. Plus, check out our short reels on our TikTok. Action Sports Jax 24/7. It's on all the time and everywhere.
Summertime means sizzling sales at Nimnick Buick GMC. The #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville has lots of inventory to choose from with their best price guarantee. Nimnick never charges above MSRP. You can save up to $10,000 off select new GMC Sierras or get rates as low as 1.9%.
You know, I'm a truck guy. GMC Sierra, my trim level is an SLT. This one's an Elevation. Pretty good looking color as well. So here at Nimnick Buick GMC, you have a lot to pick from. My father-in-law, he drives this, an Enclave, so I feel like that GMC in the family. 2025 is coming around the corner, which means it's almost time to close out those 2024s this summer.
You can schedule a test drive at NimnickBuickGMC.com, and while you're there, check your trade value and customize your payment options. Nimnick is there for you, even on Sundays. Visit the showroom on Phillips Highway or shop online at NimnickBuickGMC.com. Nimnick, your friends in the car business since 1941. GMC, we are professional grade.
Man, I'll tell you one thing, as we welcome you back, wrapping up the show here on a Wednesday, I want to thank Twin Peaks. I'm tired.
You're tired of what?
I worked hard in this show. I carried you in this show. My back's sore. I worked hard, Patrick Young.
I saw how you held that bat.
Oh man, there's a
You were a little stiff there, my guy. A little stiff.
There's a baseball bat over here. I picked it up. Patrick said I'll run up.
I was I'd run you up.
Let me tell you.
It would be an immaculate strikeout.
I'm going to use
3 balls, 3 strikes.
I'm going to use a little quote here. I'm going to paraphrase it. It was about the great Ted Williams. Okay. Somebody said, one of the authors in baseball said, a famous baseball writer said, trying to sneak a fastball by Ted Williams is like trying to sneak the sunrise past a rooster. You're not sneaking that little 82-mile-an-hour fastball you had by me.
My fastball is 94.
You remember the Peanuts TV show where they one of them hit the line drive and Charlie Brown spins and all those.
Of course.
You're playing the role of Charlie Brown. I'm playing the guy that hit that ball. Patrick.
I just saw how you were standing. First off,
left-handed batter. Are you kidding me?
You just did. I didn't have that. You know, when I see Cag step in the box, even on TV, I have this intimidation.
Zach, we got time. I'm going to get the bat real quick. You want me to get the bat real
quick?
Get the bat. Hold on. You can't. Hold on.
You look unassuming.
Let me see if I can find.
Unassuming. Just like one of those guys. Oh, he got a hit. Clap.
Hey, where's the cat?
Clap for him.
You see me? Look here.
Clap for him.
You're on the hill. You see this coming up. You right there, baby. That's where your stay away zone right there. Single over the shortstop's head.
You got no shot. I hit a home run in a 1-to-1 financial field.
What?
Yeah, multiple home runs.
When we got 1 minute. How did this happen?
They put me on the. They have really cool things where fans can come hit balls, and I had a buddy that worked with the Sun with Excuse me, sorry, the jumbo shrimp.
Is there video of this?
There's no video.
Didn't happen. Didn't happen.
They gave me season tickets for the year.
Zach, thumb up, thumb down on this story.
They gave me season tickets for the year.
2 you hit out?
Yes, I hit 2 balls out.
Over the fence.
Over the fence. I pulled them.
How far away was the fence?
Where it's at now. I hit it in the little the grass part that's in left field.
Zach, thumb up, thumb down on that story.
I'll give him the benefit. I'll get thumbs up. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
Thank you.
A baseball.
I win a baseball. Yes, I played baseball till I was 17.
Where were you standing? Second base? Were you hitting from second base?
In the batter's box.
Really?
It took me a second because, I like being able to time it when the ball's coming out of somebody's hand. And they were using the machine, so it was kind of tough to get that timing down.
I hated hitting off.
Hitting off the
very unnatural to me. I hated hitting off a pitching machine.
It's so much harder.
Because you anticipate the windup of the pitch. You anticipate.
Yeah.
I hated the ball just kind of spits out on you. I think I understand why there are pitching machines, but I hate them. All right, we're about out of here. Well, hey, I got an idea. Let's do it tomorrow, 4 o'clock, right here on Action Sports Jax. Tomorrow's show sponsored by Sliders Oyster Bar, of course, today. Terry's sponsored by. Say that again?
Terry doesn't like.
You shut your filthy mouth. Love seafood. I'm going to eat some tomorrow after the show when we are sponsored by Sliders. Thanks to Twin Peaks for sponsoring all of our Wednesdays. That'll wrap it up. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll do it again tomorrow, 4 o'clock, right here on Action Sports Jax.